The South Carolina Guard Air Ground Expo is set for May 6th and 7th at McEntire Joint National Guard Base. And here in studio today to talk with us about it is Captain Jonathan Thompson and First Lieutenant Stephen Hudson. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for having us.
And first of all, thank you so much for serving our country. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. Now, we're going to be talking about Air Ground Expo at McEntire. And there's also STEM Day, too. And STEM Day, I understand, it kind of like is a precursor to the expo. So before we get to that, could we get you to introduce yourselves to our listeners?
Absolutely. So I'm Captain Jonathan Thompson. I'm involved with the expo as the STEM Day coordinator primarily. But on the Guard side, I'm actually an intelligence officer is my job. So kind of a jack of all trades.
Wow.
is what they use me for.
And I know there's an interesting story behind all that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Sure is.
Yes. And what about you?
I'm the Chief of Public Affairs for the 169th Fighter Wing at McEntire, so I manage the public affairs operation for the wing.
Okay. Now, as I mentioned, the STEM Day is kind of like a precursor to the event for the expo. So let's talk about that first, because what is STEM Day?
Okay, so since we were going to be putting on this big event and bringing all these big acts for the 6th and the 7th, we decided that whereas that event is really given back to the people of South Carolina at large for their assistance and support really during the floods, the hurricane, we wanted to give something back specifically for the kids of South Carolina. So because STEM education is such an important topic because it leads to college education and good paying jobs, we wanted to take the things that we do day to day at McEntire and in the Army Guard and the Air Guard with some of our equipment. And we wanted to showcase those to show the kids that the things they are learning in school are important and valuable and have application in everyday life. So we thought it'd be a great opportunity to have an exciting, fun venue for them to learn and really to make it memorable and to hope to have those things stick in their mind.
Okay, so how are the students chosen?
So as far as how the students can attend, any school can attend. So both private schools, public schools, as well as homeschool can attend. We have our contact info on the scguard.com, and then they can click on the STEM Day, and there's a contact form, and they can fill that out and send it to us. And it's open to any school. Our target audience is ages or grades rather 5 through 12, just because those are the ones who the exhibits are put out there for. But if people want to bring their fourth graders, we're more than welcome to have them.
So, it's kind of like sparking their interest in these areas.
Well, absolutely. So what you're going to see, so for instance, you might see a robotics exhibit. You might see an exhibit about chemistry or a flight simulator. But the backdrop of this is going to be the actual flying events and the demos that are going to be there on the 6th and the 7th so that the kids are learning about these things, but it's exciting to them. They're going to remember this. It's going to be a great, memorable event. And
I was reading somewhere, are there prizes or incentives that day?
There are. So we have some special opportunities that if the schools or classes or teachers want to nominate their students, like, for instance, maybe somebody won the science fair and they want to treat them to a special opportunity, we will have a few behind-the-scenes type opportunities for them. Like, for instance, we have a live jet engine run where they'll actually go into the building where they test the jet engine and they can see it run in full afterwards. So it's an experience because you feel the jet engine run. We'll have some special simulator experiences for some of the nominated kids where they can go into a flight simulator and experience that just like, for instance, an Apache pilot.
Wow.
would. The exact same equipment that we use to train on, they'll be able to experience as well.
Cool. And so how do participants sign up for that, or how do they connect with you to say, hey, we want to come?
So the best way for them to do that is if you're a parent or a student, get with your teachers, get with your school administrators, have them sign up on the scguard.com, click on STEM Day, and then all of the teacher information packets and school information packets are right there. It's very easy to sign up. There's a form they can fill out. If they, for whatever reason, can't RSVP, if they show up the day of with their class, we're not turning people away that are interested in attending
Right.
with their class.
Cool, cool. Now, as we mentioned, here we go, the South Carolina Guard Air Ground Expo. Love the poster. May 6th and 7th. It's free to the public, and it's at McIntyre Joint National Guard Base. Wow, just look at the backdrop with the explosion and everything. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect.
The backdrop is really interesting because our last event like this was in 2009, and it's really the event that put us on the map. As kind of our showcase exhibit that we do is the Combined Arms demonstration. What that is it's literally every piece of equipment and type of person we have in the National Guard coming together to do a big demonstration of what we bring to the fight. So what you'll see artillery pieces, tanks, infantrymen. You'll also see helicopters, attack helicopters. And what they'll do is they'll do a like a downed pilot scenario where one of the F-16s, simulates getting shot down or crashing, and then the Army comes in to rescue them, and then they pull them out with a helicopter.
Wow.
And then kind of the grand finale is the big wall of fire that you see in the poster there. And that was the thing, like I say, it put us on the map last time. Folks had said they've never seen anything like it before at all the air shows. They've been to ones with the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels, and they've never seen one like that before. So in true fitting fashion, we decided to make it even bigger for this year.
Oh,
So
boy.
it's more jets, more helicopters, more tanks, and more fire. So it's going to be great.
Wow. And I noticed, I don't know, a lot of people have kind of like an infatuation with is it the Black Hawk?
Absolutely. So the Black Hawk helicopter, it's an Army cargo lift helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
One of the great things about the South Carolina National Guard at large is we have all of these pieces of equipment. So it's not just warfighting equipment. The Black Hawks were actually used when we did the flood relief. They literally flew these things that we would normally deploy and use for combat or medevac, and they were picking people off of rooftops in the Columbia area. And then down in the low country, they use them for transporting troops. So we've used these helicopters for disaster relief, two major disasters just in the past 2 years. So it's one of the big reasons we're putting this event on, is to give back to everybody who was either affected, to give them something fun to hold on to, and then to give back to all the first responders and the military families that sacrificed and had their loved ones go away to the low country.
Okay.
To help support the domestic response.
So you have this over a 2-day period. Is it going to be the same thing each day?
It will be the same basic lineup each day.
So you get to see it twice.
Absolutely. If you want to see if the kids come with their class on STEM Day, and then they can come see it twice again with their parents on Saturday and Sunday if they like. It just gives folks maximum opportunity to come out. Again, this is a free event, and so we want to encourage folks to be able to come. So we put it on for 2 days.
And if you would, tell us about some of the other performers, and you also have exhibits.
We do. So we've got a lot of static displays. We'll have, again, this is South Carolina's air show. This is the South Carolina National Guard putting on an event for the residents of South Carolina. So as part of that, we're going to showcase things that are made in South Carolina. So, for instance, Lockheed Martin and their T-50, which is made in the upstate, this will be its first air show appearance from down here. We've invited Boeing from the Charleston area. So again, it's not just we're bringing in exhibits randomly.
Gotcha.
There's a real intent to again help sell South Carolina as a place to be and work.
Okay.
We have a lot of military exhibits as well. We're looking at tankers, bombers, fighter jets, plenty of different things to look at.
Are you actually going to blow something up? I mean,
No.
I know it's a simulation.
Well, I remember going to an air show when I was a kid, and I was like, "Oh man, they dropped a real live bomb." No, none of it's real. It's all staged.
Okay.
It's perfectly safe.
Okay.
And controlled. There's professionals that set all that stuff up way far away from the crowd.
Okay.
You'll feel it. It's a lot of fire, so you'll feel the heat. But
Okay.
It's like I think 1,000 yards away or something. So
all right. It's the South Carolina Guard Air Ground Expo, May 6th and 7th, free to the public. When do gates open?
So the gates on the 6th and the 7th are going to open at
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So 9 a.m. The demonstrations, the flying is going to begin at 10:30. So you'll be able to walk around and see some of the sites before the flying begins.
All right. And the entire lineup is on your website as well.
Absolutely. If they go to scguard.com, there's going to have a pop-up for the expo. Just click on that, and we're loading it with tons of content. I should have said as well, with the STEM Day, we're going to have a lot of the science content on there so the parents can go and look and see what their kids are learning as well.
Oh, okay. All right. And anything in particular that people cannot bring with them?
Yeah, so all the restrictions are on the website as well,
Okay.
And that may change just based on the security posture. But the main thing is large bags, large backpacks, things like that, medical devices, and baby formula.
Gotcha.
Kids'
Okay.
needs are of course allowed. It's just like you're going to a concert or a football game.
Gotcha. Okay. And how do people get to the base?
So it is on Highway 378 east of Columbia, about halfway between Columbia and Sumter.
Okay.
So Eastover, South Carolina, if you Google McIntyre JNGB, Joint National Guard Base, it'll lead you right there.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah, I think there's several ways in and out of the base. So
Okay.
it could be a
Well,
little tight coming in. So I think people need to just bring some patience and understand that traffic can be a little tight those days with people traveling back and forth. So and people who aren't going to the air show, who are driving down U.S. Highway 378, Garner's Ferry, and they notice that there's a lot of traffic, they just need to bring their patience as well.
Yeah.
So.
Or they can turn right and come on into the air show. And
There
enjoy
you
it.
go.
Come on into the air show. And we highly encourage people to download the free app. There's a free air show app that a lot of the information that's also at scguard.com is also available for free on the app, and people can download it for free either through the Google Play Store for Android devices, or they can download it for free on the iTunes, the App Store for iTunes, and it's free.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for
And
having
I'd love to have you on again.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.